This is the Symposium podcast with Wright and Romero.
Claps are getting better. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Symposium podcast. On the other side of the chairs, way over there, let the people know.
Way over here. What up, people? We are back. It feels like a long time,
It's been a minute, bro.
It's your boy, Wright.
Yeah.
Back in the lab, as they say. You know, we back, man. Kick it back to my man.
You know what it is? Rose gold in the building. Def's got the gold on me, and the other one. Don't let it fool you. Today is, oh my God, today's the 1st of July.
It is.
God damn, it's been a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all know what it is. The boys are back in the building. It's good to be here. Good to be live.
Yeah.
It's very, very good to be live.
Yeah.
We'll explain later. But before we get into some things, as always, we gotta toast it up. So to you, sir, to the people, welcome to the party.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's new?
What ain't new, man?
Shit.
Let's see, man. Summer break.
Yeah.
Summer break. It's been really nice, man.
Yeah.
Just been coasting in the morning, chilling in the afternoons, evenings. Just relaxing, man. It's been nice.
Sound chill.
It's been nice. It's been very chill, man. Mental, I'd say I'm about a 7, 8.
Word.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, just a lot of me time, man. Much needed me time, you know.
Nice.
But yeah, man. You know, just cooler, man.
Good.
What about you? What's new?
Oh, excuse me. You know how we've been talking about the summertime and wondering if there's going to be time to play and stuff, at least for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's it. I can confirm there's barely any time to play.
Yeah.
Barely any time.
Yeah.
That was confirmed for me last week and even going into this week. But I'm about where you are at, sir.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on, but right now I'd say I'm about at like a 7.
Yeah, like I can't complain, you know?
Yeah.
I can't complain, man.
Ain't no problems that big. Ain't nothing that real. I'm about a 7 as well. What else has been going on? Oh, by the way, we ain't doing news for all that.
No, and we should. There's a reason these chairs are here. Y'all will figure that out later.
Yeah, we're talking on that.
Got some really cool guys coming, but what else is new, bro? What ain't like?
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's catch up.
So it's a lot of fun shit too. What we can talk about? Bill Cosby.
What you saying?
He caught some. What am I trying to say? So when he was going through, it was like some more stuff came out and
Okay.
all that, but I'm clearly not well versed on it right now.
Yeah.
R. Kelly got the 30 years.
Oh fuck! Oh
R.
shit!
Kelly got 30 years for being a nasty man.
It happened.
What else can we talk about?
Jesus Christ, man.
Something else just happened. I was fucking laughing. Damn. Why am I drawing a blank now on this? Fuck.
You know why that happens, right? Because
Yeah.
as soon as you think about it, it's just like,
Yeah. Damn. And I don't have my phone, so. But yeah, man, both of those are just like, wow. I can't even like.
I didn't hear none of that.
Really?
No.
Yeah, man. I guess he's suing the R. Kelly. This is R. Kelly. Robert. He's suing. He's trying to sue them for them putting him on suicide watch.
Who's them? You referring to the prison?
Yeah. Like.
Okay.
He's trying to sue for them putting him on suicide watch.
Why?
Saying he's not suicidal. And
Tripping.
that's just it's not funny, but it's funny.
It's
you know
not,
what I mean?
yeah.
But it was just like, what the hell, bro?
Calm down, Robert.
Yeah. It's just wild shit, man. It's just wild shit. Yeah, like I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You know.
Sure.
Cause
I,
like, Dog was wilding, bro. Like R. Kelly was fucking wild.
There's not much that I can really say on that topic.
It really ain't no back and forth to that. It's like,
I mean, not even R. Kelly. Like you brought up Bill Cosby too, and I'm like, what do you say?
It's two wild niggas in there.
What's the city? Okay, you said more came out with. What else came out with Bill Cosby?
Bro, I can see the article in my head, but I can't even.
Yeah, I got you. I say there's no news, but you can't not touch on that.
Yeah.
Some nonsense. I feel like there's some shit that happened as well, but nothing's coming to me.
On a lighter note, second half of Stranger Things came out today.
All right, you are the third person to say this to me. Did you watch it?
The second half?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because I was about to say, I'm like, we're about to fight right now.
Today.
People have already watched it.
Oh, that's true. But you didn't watch the first half.
No, because I was waiting for the second.
Right. That's why I was like, the second one out there.
Good to know. Thank you. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it. Probably not this weekend.
Everybody, like, how is it? It just came out today, and people are already like, yeah, I watched it and it was fucking great. I cried. I'm like, you don't work? What's going on, man? So, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Also, since we talk about Stranger Things, if y'all hear some noise in the background, there are some children by the door.
Lovely children. I forgot all their names.
Yeah.
They sound the same.
Nice kids, though. I lost my train of thought. Oh, it seemed like this was the series finale, but it said season.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're going to do one more, and then that's it.
Oh, maybe. I think so, actually.
Where are they gonna go? Like, the whole thing is around a decade, or excuse me, it's in the 80s, right? And them kids ain't really kids anymore.
I was about to say, can we talk about the real, they look like 30-year-olds, like 20-year-olds,
They are, they're grown, last time I checked.
So they do need to end this soon.
It's gotta be done.
Because it's not great.
No.
I mean, it's great, but it's not like, it just looks weird now.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, since we're just kind of shooting the shit, let's catch up on TV. What you been on? I still haven't watched Euphoria. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm sorry.
It's a shame. The Bear.
Oh, I wanted to watch that. What you think?
It's dope, bro.
Okay.
I just started. I'm like 3-4 episodes in.
That good? Goddamn.
It's a character that plays Lip on Shameless.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of like the same character, bro.
Really?
It's like the same. Yeah.
All right. I was wondering about that.
It's just it's like a more intense, like perspective of that industry.
Mm-hmm.
A chef, the cooking, the kitchen.
What it takes to run it.
Yeah. And it's a little more intense than what it really is, but it's dope. I like it.
What does it? I guess like what's the premise outside of the kitchen? Because it sounds like
his brother died and he's taking over he's taking over that
business.
Yeah, but he went to school but it's kind of a shithole, and he's trying to like get them out of that mindset, but
step it up in a way.
And they're like, we do it this way, and then like his cousin, which ain't his real cousin, is just like was his brother's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of like in charge, so they butt heads. But
all right, I'm a watch it.
It's very dope. It's very dope. What else do I watch? Obviously, Umbrella Academy. Finished that.
Okay. I watched, I'd say most of season 1.
Yeah.
And then I stopped watching it. Not because I hated it or anything. I just like lost track of it.
Okay. Well, I will say one thing, and it ain't really a spoiler, but like one of the main characters transitioned into a male.
Okay. Yeah.
They incorporated that into the season.
Really?
And it was pretty dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they transitioned either.
Yeah.
That's Fuck it, that's news to me.
It was tight. Yeah, it was pretty tight. It was pretty tight.
That's cool. Wow. Okay. Oh.
Alright, this might be our guest.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alright.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We here. And now y'all can see, well, for the viewers out there, you can see, but those listening, we have some very, 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 very special guests. We've been trying to get them on here for the longest time, and they were gracious enough to come on.
Yeah.
Y'all over here, let the people know who you are.
Yes, I'm Wholesome B. Mitch from the Wholesome Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Trey. Wavy Trey.
Wavy Trey. So we finally got the Wholesome Podcast on. Welcome. Thank y'all for coming on. So
Appreciate it.
I guess it's just a quick story. When it was, I don't even know how long ago that was.
That might be almost a year now.
Almost.
Fuck.
It was right before winter time.
Yeah, you're right.
Before winter time.
So a mutual friend of ours was just like, hey, you should like hop on my friend's podcast. And I'm like I don't think it just worked like that. Like, like they don't know me, like they don't, like I don't even know what the podcast is. It's like, no, it's cool. So
yeah,
I'm like,
with us it works just like that.
yeah, and I'm like, I didn't know. I'm like, well, shit, all right, I'll think about it, And then so we went out and shit, was kicking it. Next thing I know is like, it was like we was trying to find something else to do, and she was like, we can go to my guy's crib. I'm like, all right, not thinking nothing of it. And turns out it was the guys that host the podcast.
It was almost like a setup then.
Yeah. And
It was definitely a setup.
It was because she was clearly already talking to him. I'm like, but it honestly was like probably one of the dopest experiences I've had with this. You know what I mean? Because at first, number one, it was weird being on the other side.
Yeah.
And
It's different.
yeah,
Yes.
And so it was like, but then I also got to like learn and like, cause we were just starting, so and they've been doing this for a little while, so it was like, it was just weird. It was like, all right, damn, like I see that in my mind, but we never execute like that. It's like, all right, we should do it this way, or I like how they, how they transition from that to that, and it was just genuine. It was dope.
Yeah.
So it was a cool experience, and it kind of like made me step my shit up. You know what I mean? Like, and it was dope. And then we just went out. I think we went out.
Yeah, we did.
I think we went out.
I don't all the way remember.
I'm pretty sure it was an exchange.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So we done recorded an episode. It's basically like a pregame, and then it was super dope, man. And they were doing live shows, but I had another funny experience with Trey, and it was another like set of mutual friends.
Yeah.
So they hit me up like, hey, you want to come on? I'm like, I don't know, and it's like, just come out. So I'm like, all right. It's like, yeah, our friend, she's like, they was like, we were with someone else too. I'm like, all right, that's cool, whatever. And so I'm on my way there, and then I'm like they got to just give me some pussy, because that's all they, that's just what they do.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And yeah, man, they just do too much sometimes. And I'm going, I look up, and I go in there, I get in there, and I see Trey first. So I'm like, oh, that's dope. But then I look, and he's with the people that I know, but they don't know we know each other.
Yeah, I literally told him just before you walked in, because I'm telling them, okay, I got a podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's cool. My friend Eric got a podcast too. I'm like, I'm gonna think, wait. Let me see what it look like. They show me like, oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And so they tried to introduce me to him, and I was like going with it. I was just kind of like going with it, and it was just funny because then they just, oh god, they know each other, and they just got to like trying to do too much and just buying shots. I'm like, all right, well, I'll take your shots then. Like, but it was just funny because then I finally was like, dude, I know Trey, right? And it was just funny. It was just like, it was super funny, man. But it was a good time. But yeah, man. So
And I'm also just happy, like you being on our podcast was a good experience. So I really appreciate that. Like we made it a good experience.
Yeah, it was super dope. I came at them like, first of all, we gotta have this zone.
Yeah, straight up after he was on your podcast, he's like,
I'm like, hey,
this is what we about to do.
We need to. Hey, I'm like, we gotta start doing like this, and it's been smooth, man. It's been smooth.
That's good. I'm glad to see like y'all been staying consistent too.
Yeah.
Like,
that was the hardest part.
Yeah, that's the hardest part for everybody.
But that's the biggest part.
Like I think that's the biggest part too. Yeah, it was like just staying with it, like just stay with it, just stay consistent, stay with it, like. And it's like to see y'all, y'all getting up there in the numbers on the episodes. Like, I love to see something like that. Like,
trying
with it.
Yeah, man.
We tell everybody we even have on our own cousin. He's doing a podcast with him. He see what we've been doing. We've been doing this shit for years. So they started when it's a good podcast. Nigga, stop.
He stopped. I'm like, let's keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's like keep getting on board.
But nobody, most people don't stay consistent. Like consistency, you see where it could go with it. Like how our shit is doing live show. We go to Atlanta tomorrow, shit, shooting shows over there and shit. Like consistency, like just opening up a bunch of different doors and avenues because you're eventually more people gonna see it and
Well, I mean, that's.
Go
What was you gonna say?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's part of the reason that we continue to be consistent is because of y'all. Even the setup that we got going on, Eric literally did come back and he was like, "Listen, this is what we're gonna do now." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, man. It was like just a dope experience. I'm like, oh, that's what's up.
I appreciate it. And that's how it's supposed to be anyway. First of all, we're all black creators. We all doing something.
Yeah.
So it's okay to learn from the other person. Like, why not? That's what we should be here for. A lot of people, they don't do that. Oh, they woo, like, it should just, you outside, people don't, nobody want to collab and learn from the next person.
Even before we left, like, it was out, I'm like, man, I kind of asked him this, but I'm like, I don't know if, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm just asked. We drinking already, so I'm like, I'm just asked anyway. And it was just cool. Y'all was like, we was like, we do this, and that, and then we do that, and then we've been doing some live shows, and
share the knowledge, no gatekeeping.
And that's really what it's about. Like, it doesn't make sense, like, when people are like that, it's like, oh, I gotta guard this information. It's like, it's enough for everybody. What? Like, let everybody just figure it out.
That'd be my biggest confusion, but like, especially when it's other black people, like, why you trying to be gatekeeper? Why you trying to help out another person? Why you trying to lend a hand? Like, then if we all grow in a space together, like, that's just dope, and then we could do collaborative shit together. That's the whole purpose. Or should be the purpose.
Right.
But you know what? Before we even really start talking, we gotta conduct an interview. So we gotta do this. So for the people that don't know who y'all are, can y'all touch on the podcast a little bit?
Yeah. So Wholesome Podcast is a dating relationship podcast. I guess you can say based in Minneapolis, but we're branching out all across the U.S. to just kind of try to grow. Because I mean, dating is the same, but it's different everywhere. Everybody has their own perspectives, and we just want to give those perspectives light.
And also, our thing is based, it's always us two, of course, but we always got another guest with us. Like, there's always a guest on there. So we travel, like, we're going to Atlanta tomorrow to get these different guests on it who's from these areas. So,
and then y'all got some interesting people on
there
too.
For sure.
So how did it even come about? How did this even come about?
So we used to throw events. Like every Sunday we would throw a brunch or a party.
A pool party / barbecue where we had hella liquor always, but me and him just always cook. So me and him just doing everything, making the food, making the liquor, making the fun. Right? And then it's just a dope vibe.
Curating, that's the way to do it. So we would have a vibe that was always like the standard for us. People would come and they would expect this exact vibe.
They know what they get from it. We like a better term, really had a cult following of people because our fun is different from most people. Like, we provide a different fun that ain't damn clubs. I like day parties and shit, but it just ain't the club vibe, ain't the day party. It's something different. Like, people need that different type of fun.
So as we were doing that though, there'd be a lot of women at these events, and one of our guy friends was like, because all the women would always be asking, like, they want to talk about dating, they want to talk about relationships. They always ask, we're going to bring some more guy friends around, stuff like that. And one of our guy friends used to tell us, like, y'all need to record their conversations that they're having with y'all about them wanting to see more guys, them wanting to have more relationships conversations. It's like, y'all need to record it and just start the podcast with it. And we kept blowing it off. Like, yeah, that's a good idea, but we ain't really them type of guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely not, like, I just, like, don't be out there with it. I just made my personal IG for the first time, like, a year ago. Like,
For real?
Yeah, I'm just not that type of out there person or whatever, but eventually, like, he kept telling us, and then one day we just sat down, and then, first we talked about it, like, how we going to do it, and if it's podcast, you don't want to, like, everybody else, it gotta be something different. So we're like, okay, of course we be around a lot of women, so of course we're gonna be dating a relationship, but then okay, well, new guests every week. It's always gonna be guests, it just ain't gonna be us. We're gonna have a new person to talk to every week.
And really, when we first started, it wasn't even like super structured. It was like, we want a new woman. It's gotta be a woman.
Yeah, that's all we wanted.
When we first
we ain't shit.
It was like, it's gotta be a woman. We just gonna get laid. We just gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
And that was our whole thought process.
The first bunch of episodes, I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah, he was getting too drunk.
Sometimes like we got too drunk. And then we do. Sometimes we do multiple episodes in like one day. So we drinking with this one guest, the next guest coming on drinking. I remember one. I walked off. Came and fell asleep. I fell asleep. I was that late.
Yeah,
On rally, nigga. On rally.
Our first like 10 episodes were a mess. Like we only released like 1 out of the first 10.
Okay.
The rest was just trash. It was like this is it's the right concept, but this ain't gonna work. This ain't.
And for multiple reasons too, but they didn't work.
It's trial and error.
It was hella trial and error.
Yeah.
Like we still say all the time. So like we on episode like 130, 140 right now.
Y'all up there, I was looking.
Yeah, but the amount that we haven't released, like the amount that got thrown away. We gotta be over 200.
Yeah, but the other one never been released.
Right.
Yeah, we got hella throwaways. Like especially in the beginning, like when we first started, like the first 50 episodes, it really was like hit or miss. Like maybe it's good, maybe it isn't. Like
and
damn,
then
this is trash.
Cause we're first time podcasters, like sound messing up, audio, visual messing
Talk
up.
about this shit all the time.
Yeah, like different things messing up, the guests messing up. Shit, I might be messing up, but the guests messing up and like anything under the sun happens.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Still, like, I mean, even with the sound, like I still don't be satisfied with the sound. It's still a learning curve. Like niggas ain't an expert in that, so it's like, damn, how do we figure out to get this like to the pristine level that we wanted at?
Yeah, where it should be.
But just as y'all talk about consistency, y'all still doing it, and
Yeah.
you're building your following. So clearly, you're doing something right.
Yeah. And that's why we preach that consistency, because it's like if you stay consistent with it, and people will stay with you as that idea develops. They'll be like, they see the vision a little bit.
They right, because I was talking to one girl one time. She talking about her favorite podcast or whatever. Someone who live in LA, whatever, got a bag, whatever, went to a podcast and got a bag, stopped being consistent and made her want to stop watching her because she wasn't dropping like she wasn't being consistent like she supposed to be. Like, if you got real viewers and they know you drop all the time at like this day, every once a week, whatever, they want to see that, like, they are with you through the journey. So if you stop being consistent, why they going to consistently keep watching you?
Yeah, and I noticed even with like, I know we started out only doing once a month. Then we went to once every 2 weeks, and we finally went to once a week. Now I remember sometime within then, we had took like a month off. And I mean, exactly, something that kind of happened to us where it's like, we was at a high point, we took a little bit of time off, and it was like, damn, we had a major drop off now. And like our listeners and stuff like that, it's like, damn, like, people put that in their regular weekly schedule. It's like, you don't realize that when it's like, you still figuring it out. Like, you don't realize.
Even as a podcast listener, it turns routine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of fuck my day up when I'm not, like, when something don't drop, I'm like,
That's a fact.
Right.
And then that's another reason we really started doing so many in one day. Like, we going to Atlanta, we probably gonna knock out 10 in one day, 15 in one day, whatever it is. It gotta be consistent because it be them times. Like, we try to get a gas, you can't get a gas.
Right.
And then it's a drought.
Right.
We can't have those droughts.
It becomes important. And it's like, even though, you know, we a smaller podcast compared to like some bigger ones, it's like, you still have those people that are checking for you. And it's like, it's still kind of mind blowing, like, damn, like, you know, you gotta respect them.
Yeah.
That's important.
It's funny you say that because like I had a couple of friends that like I just assumed didn't listen or didn't, and they was like they brought up to me like something I said like on the podcast, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know you was listening. So like,
surprisingly,
I agree because I'm from Florida or whatever, and so you know, rural high school, all that stuff. People done hit me in my DM on like Twitter and shit, like, oh, I'll be watching your podcast. People I ain't talked to in years, like years. Oh, why, like keep it up? Like I fuck with it. Like, oh damn, thank you. Like shit like that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Or for me, they follow the IG. Like one of my dog's cousins sent him like some of the reels on her IG. Now he's like, this you? Like I talk to my dog all the time. I don't talk to his cousin.
Okay.
He sent him the shit. Like people be peeping.
Yeah.
Which is I like. It's cool.
Hell yeah, man. It's dope how it just comes full circle sometimes.
It does. And it makes it even more meaningful and important when you're doing it.
Absolutely.
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 Feels the fire.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Do have a question for y'all. So you know, as on the Symposium podcast, we focus a lot on mental health. But one of the things that we do discuss every so often is about dating and relationships. As the experts, we are curious to know, like, what are y'all's thoughts on dating and even relationships in 2022?
We got a dating relation podcast, but I don't think I'm an expert because
Trey, I've heard you say some shit.
Trey be saying that shit.
I be saying stuff. But I ain't been in a relationship in so long. I don't even think I've ever been in one for real. So, but like
So what about the dating?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I feel the same.
Yeah. So it like, and then he always chastised me for this because
That's a strong word.
Cause I be out there, I be hanging with women, but I don't say I'm dating them.
Right.
He say if you hanging out with them, you dating them. You been with them, you kicking with them for a bunch of months, couple of years, that's dating. I don't agree. I don't think like everybody. Yeah, see,
That's so straightforward. Y'all going on dates, y'all are dating. You know what I mean?
we cool and hanging out. Yeah.
All right. Question. So then what is the criteria for a date?
Me, if I feel like I am dating you, like I make it known and like I want to take it further, like, okay, I want to court you and be your boyfriend, because if I want to be your boyfriend, then that means I'm dating with a purpose. If I'm just kicking and hanging out with you, ain't no real purpose. We just kicking and hanging out.
Okay, I got you.
Casual dating is a thing.
So,
Casually hanging out.
And it's funny because like we have these conversations because I feel this way, like because you know
speak on
I
it.
hang out with.
This hanging out term is like what is hanging out? What is
Right.
I mean, we understand each other. We got there.
You know, I hang out, but I wouldn't call it dating. But I get where y'all coming from.
Yeah, I get it. I get your perspective, but we could.
But I gotta hear guys. What is your thoughts? Because what are they talking about?
Like, I don't know. It's just like,
That's how I feel.
I don't know.
Start this off.
So first of all, what like kicking it, hanging out? What is nobody even knows what that means? Nobody knows what that is. If y'all are doing stuff and going out to eat and you're going out in public places.
Have you dated every girl you had sex with?
No, but that's what I'm saying. We're going out to public places, doing things outside of sex. Those are dates.
That's still
I'm hanging out with a friend.
Nah. That's a date.
That's a
It's
date.
a date.
Or sometimes.
In my opinion.
Or
I don't
sometimes
know.
hanging out with a friend.
It's a friend date.
You sometimes have sex with it.
But that's just
Okay.
It don't.
yes. But there's still friend dates as well.
Yes, okay.
I'm just hanging out with a friend.
There's friend dates, there's casual dates, and there's dating with intention. There's multiple ways to date.
Okay, I hear you.
That's how I view it.
Alright, I only know.
There is dating with intention.
If I'm not dating with intention, then I'm not dating you.
Fair.
So I'm not going to use the word dating.
The way I see it, there are two levels of dating, right?
Damn.
There's dating, like casual dating, like I said, right? You can just shoot the shit and probably put friend dating in there. And then there's exclusive dating, meaning you have the intention to be with this person, to date them and no one else. So basically, getting into a relationship.
Right.
That sounds fair.
But we're still dating though.
True. So why you shake your head
No,
no?
I'm still not gonna say I'm dating them. No.
To me, that's just, it just doesn't make any sense,
All right, fair. So I am curious to know. This is way off of my fucking list of questions. What is, like, when it comes to a relationship, right? Not seeking a partner, but qualifications of a partner. What is your criteria?
My criteria is, cause clearly I'm part of the working community just like anybody else. She need to be part of the working community. She got something going for her. She can't just be jobless and shit. Maybe she entrepreneur making money, cool. Feel me? We gotta have similar morals and shit. Like, cause if I'm really dating with a purpose, we gotta have similar morals. Cause for kid aspect, if it ever get that deep or whatever, and then just don't be crazy and shit. That's a good one.
That's a big one.
Yeah, don't be crazy. But I'm very big on fun, so I'm very big on hard work. So I'm even more big on fun. So I work hard and shit, got 2 jobs and shit, and do this shit, and like to travel. So if I'm working hard, I want to play hard and shit. And shit, I like women thick too. So those are my main criteria.
Fair.
Yeah, those are my main criteria and shit.
Did you have a question, Eric?
Nah,
You just here, brother.
I'm just, processing.
But no, let me speak on trade criteria. Cause he'll say that and it'll be like, so ain't no woman ever had that criteria that you could at least go on a date with?
Yeah.
Because dating,
yeah.
somebody, they don't gotta check all the boxes to go on some dates, right?
They be close, but then it be reason why it can't go any further.
But to the dating aspects, y'all don't date.
Yeah, so clearly, if it ever got, I'm gonna take it back. There's one person I would say I dated in the past 10 years, which is like a year and a half ago, because we went to Jamaica and everything type shit, like, and then 2 days later, me and him went to Jamaica, but like,
different vibe.
This my cousin, like, we should, me, like, we really were kicking in this shit, but she stopped fucking with me because of the podcast and shit. Niggas, 2 months hanging out, networking and shit, but she was cool, feel me? So I'll say, me and her might have dated.
Okay, so this is what I would say, because from younger me would be like, oh, if that's my girl, we're dating.
Yeah.
So that's where that concept is in my head. But as an adult, like older adult, like I get it. Like you are dating to find that relationship, right?
Right.
So that makes sense then. Like, yeah, if I go out to eat with you, it just, to me, it's just like, how did we end up right here? You know what I mean? It's like, did you hit me up on some random, or like, did I hit you up like, hey, you hungry? Because that's not a date to me. If I set it up like, hey, you wanna, we should do this, and then that feel like more of a date.
I feel where he's coming from. Like I'm doing like, if I feel like we down this path, like, okay, I'm really, feel me, you my girl type shit, okay, we dated. So that's why I'm saying me and her were pretty much dated, so we were very close to that. But I ain't like, that might have been the only time. So I don't care if I done hung out with someone 3 years and shit, we're not dating.
God, 3? Okay.
Makes no sense to me, but
Yeah, right there.
No, I definitely hear you, but I do understand like why that is considered, casual and.
I understand you guys' perspective, but I just don't agree.
And that's fair.
Yeah, I understand where y'all coming from 100%. But what's your
I mean, if I'm taking you out somewhere, that's a date, whether it's casual,
right?
It's,
Okay.
What's your criteria?
For criteria.
For a relationship?
Or like when you are interested in somebody and you're thinking about taking it to the next level, right?
Yeah. For me, you gotta have a lot of ambition. Don't just be complacent in where you are in life. And then you gotta just have a certain level of confidence where you feel like you're supposed to be the one, and you feel like if I'm courting you, you feel like I'm supposed to treat you a certain way because you have that confidence in yourself. Where it's like I'm here, you're supposed to treat me to this high standard. And then on top of that, and then just having a moral compass that makes sense. Like don't just be out here just wilding. Yeah.
That's another thing that stopped me from being cool. A lot of women don't have a good moral compass.
I was gonna ask you, because it's both of you really, because talking about dating in 2022, just even relationships. Do you feel like with social media and everything, there's a lot of fuck shit?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's so different than what it was like, 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so different.
Yeah,
where
like
it's
social media allows stuff in women's eyes to be more okay, which allow them to do fuck shit. Like, how am I going to take you seriously and you doing fuck shit at this old ass age of ours?
I definitely agree. I think it's like I just can't take it serious though.
Exactly.
It make me look.
It make you look stupid.
But I say it. I don't judge, but
Yeah, I don't judge.
I'm
But
low key judging a little bit.
I don't judge, but don't expect to be my girlfriend.
Yeah, so now it's like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what
You know?
I'm saying. Like,
It is
yeah,
what it is.
feel me? Like, I'm not judging, but your moral compass is also, you can't be my girlfriend, but we still gonna kick it and have fun. You still a cool person. I still like you as a person, your personality and all that good shit, but I can't fully date you and take you serious.
Like I say this all the time, a red flag for me is when you repost a Justin Boy tweet or a post.
Well, some of his shit be like, it be a whole spectrum. So sometimes it's good stuff,
Sometimes
but it do be like bullshit on there.
It's boring, dog. It's like, man, this is clickbait, obviously, but like you don't really feel that. Well, yeah, I guess they probably do, but it's
that's how I view it. I view like you don't really feel this way. Like, okay, I don't pay attention to the social media. It's like, okay, they posting one thing on social media, but I know if
how are you? Yeah,
in real life,
when
you come across somebody for real, like, how you really acting in real life?
True.
And because you guys see my podcast, people say this shit all the time. Like they thought I was crazy or more reckless than I am in person. Like I'm really chill for real. I say points of views on the podcast. Like that's the whole point of the podcast. We can't agree all that good shit. We can't agree. Yeah. So I might say some shit, but there's men out there who agree with what I say. That's why I say these certain things. So women hang out with me for real, and they like it's fun. They love it and shit, but they might be apprehensive at first. Cause I seen the podcast. I think you did woo woo. Then sometimes people come on the podcast. Once we done, you're nothing like I thought you were gonna be.
Their perspective changes.
Yeah, it does. But it's like I'll use an example. What's the dude who had a damn relationship podcast with his wife, and he just fucking everybody and shit.
Oh yeah. I know exactly.
Every woman thought he was the greatest nigga in the world.
Did you know this? Did you hear about this? This was like a minute ago. So there was a couple. They had a podcast, right? And they talked all that good shit about relationships. And the dude was really about it. And then come to find out,
oh, the dude that got caught cheating.
Yeah.
The black dude.
Yeah.
No,
Wait. We got it out.
We gotta bleep that out.
Yeah, bleep that out.
What time is it?
Time stamp.
Wait, what are talking about this? What are you talking about?
and that's the title.
But anyway, dude was fucking out. They thought he was the greatest dude in the world, the dopest stuff. People they show you what.
That was great. Great moment right there, by the way.
But yeah,
I'm just blaming on tequila.
it's social media. People going to show you what they want to see, and not the real thing. It's a facade.
Yeah.
You gotta hang with someone in person. You can't get a perspective on a little small spectrum of what you see.
That's true.
That'd be my biggest pet peeve. Like, before you gonna judge me on a clip when we're talking about certain shit, just talk to me in person.
That's very true.
And that's how I view the women though, where it's just like, I'm just gonna talk to you in person. I see you posting all this stuff, and it all look good online, it sound good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Niggas ain't shit, you gotta spend the bag, blah, blah. Listen, we'll meet in person, let's see what you're really talking about.
Women say so.
Because it's like completely different.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah. Women say so much shit. They got these certain criteria them damn self. If you catch someone one-on-one, it's a wrap. Like, plenty of women be like, oh, I ain't the tallest nigga in the world and shit. I don't fuck with women taller than me. Most women, I ain't gonna fuck with nobody short.
that's.
I'm pretty sure a bunch of ones I done hit or been cool with. I mean, I didn't mean like, I didn't mean like that. But ones I've been cool with, they probably said the same shit. And look what happened. Like,
ta-da.
yeah, it's different. It's always different when you catch someone in person. They catch your body, catch your real personality. They just know more about you. Then they get more kills and really want to fuck with you. So that's social media shit for the birds. It's trying to know someone.
I'm not gonna say always like that, because it is sometimes where it be like you come across and like, okay, you really acting out on social media. You really acting like how you.
That's how you really.
That's how you really want to be.
That's when I'm like, all right. I'm good.
Well, on that part, it be the ones who always go on the rants on social media, like people care. Like you be on the Snap and like feel me, IG just woo.
And see,
just because you look good on me, you gotta talk about the bullshit and nobody really cares.
I feel like a hater because I'm like, dude, I don't want to see this. Like,
Well, people like that, that's their outlet. You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying?
It's annoying.
They be doing them rants, but nobody's really listening.
Right, but it's like, man, I know you. Like, why, like.
Why you talking about this here?
Yeah, really.
But it is their outlet. That's their platform.
That's true, and that's what it's for, I guess.
Yeah.
It really unbecoming to me. Like I'm like, if I see, even though you look good and shit, you always go on these damn rants that nobody care about. Like that's unattractive to me personally. It could be not.
No, fair. I agree with you. Maybe somebody has a different opinion. You never know.
No, it's somebody for everybody.
That's true. That's very true.
It's very true.
Very true.
That's how I always viewed it throughout my whole life. That's why, for some reason, I've always had that confidence. Like, if you don't like me, somebody will. It is what it is. Like,
man, for a long time, I was on that like fear of rejection.
Yeah,
a lot of people say that.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Like
You
coming up, and then like I don't know. Like when I got to college or so, I just like it was like, all right, like
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
that's fact.
So feel me, I be shot down short. Like everybody ain't gonna fuck me. I'm cool with that. Eventually, someone will. Like so, I keep shooting at different people. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So that's why, I'm
it took me a little while to like, you know.
It's million, billion, whatever women out here and shit. Like
That's fact.
you can't be everybody type.
Is it so? Right now, like in this day and age, for like we're older gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like is it like pressure to like, damn, I gotta find somebody like soon or
That's a question.
you know what I mean, or it's like, oh, I'm not like it don't really matter. Like, what's
I mean, I don't be tripping because I say this all the time because I want to be in a certain place, like money wise and shit, and I'm still younger, whatever, like than him. Cause he more wants to rather find it sooner than I do.
okay?
I'm giving myself a 3 to 5 year plan to get my money like ideally perfect and do that. But in the meantime, I do want to find that person and shit. If I don't, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But it'll be nice. But then I would say this, like I live in Minnesota, like. I don't think my wives are in Minnesota.
I feel like we had this conversation too.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, for me, so I think of it like this. I think of everything in terms of having kids. I would like to I have one kid now. I want to have 3 to 4 kids. So I think of it in terms of raising a kid. Where would I be at in order to provide everything they need to provide?
Yeah.
So I want to be sure that I'm able to have the energy to have, to be able to do what I need to do to give them what I feel like they should have from me.
Yeah.
So I feel a little pressure because of that, because I don't want to be too old as I start to have those kids further down the line. I start to get kid 3, kid 4. I don't want to be too old when they get to high school maybe,
right.
and maybe they're in sports or in school, and it's just like I want to be able to be active with them and still be able to move around and still be able to do things as they're getting to 16, 17, 18. Early 20s and they got drama or whatever. I don't want to be too old for them when they need me at that age. So I think of it in terms of that. So for that reason, I feel a little pressure where it's like, man, I don't want to be just now get us to the point where I find that one and I'm 45.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's like, okay, by the time my kids graduate, I'm approaching 60. I'm in my 60s.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, so now they're getting into their young adult years where they're going to constantly adversity. They're going to have some adversity, and I want to have that energy for them to be like, whatever you need, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody in your 20s, they have some times where it's like,
Yeah.
it's going to get crazy a little bit. Who knows what's going to happen? I want to be able to be there for them all the way around.
It's wild y'all both just said what y'all said, because like for me it's literally damn near every one of my closest friends got kids, except I'm the only one that don't have kids. And so that's like already, like you saying, like I'm like, damn, they be on my ass about it. But then like you just said, we in Minnesota, and I know what you're saying. And I feel the same way now. And it's like, damn, you know? And so I'm kind of like,
yeah, and that's just another, like, I feel you 100%. So that's another reason I always travel a lot, because I like seeing women in other states. Cause I mean, the world is small with all this social media, texting, talking, FaceTime. So I'll find someone down in these other states. Maybe you can make it work. Maybe in another country, who fuck knows? But it just ain't here. Like, I do want my money good, but like, I do feel what he's saying. I personally feel like with me myself, I feel like even if I'm like 35 and shit, have a kid, I would still have energy for my kids, just because I try to stay active as much as possible.
Well, yeah, I think 35 is a great age.
Yeah. But even if I slightly older, which not ideal, what I wouldn't want to do, but I won't be against it, because already I think I got just good enough energy as a 30-year-old. People always say I look younger than what the fuck I am. So I just hopefully that stays with me the older I get. So I don't, like, of course that's something everybody got to worry about. But I'm put that on the back burner, because I want to be financially stable to take care of a woman, then eventually like stable enough to take care of the kids. Even if I ain't got to take care of one, I just want to financially be able to. Because women be having me fucked up when I say that stuff, and like I like mean it, because I still got younger family members who always ask me for shit, which I like providing for too. So if my bad good, I'm more able to provide for everyone. Women just think, oh, you think selfishly, woo, like, oh, they should worry about themselves. No, like, as a family man, I care about my family. Like,
I've never heard anyone say that speaking selfishly though. That's funny you say that.
Yeah.
Because like usually, I mean,
but I heard
they want you. Well, I guess
they should want you to.
So they want you to be able to
be able to.
What woman gonna fuck with a broke nigga?
Exactly. Except for dumb ones or whatever. But it's just like I want all my bills on auto pay. I want to be able, like, oh, I'm doing shit. I can do this shit sporadically and not be worried about, then I gotta wait for the next paycheck and shit. Or something happened with your just other family, your cousin, your siblings and shit, and you're not able to, can't nobody help them out. I want to be able to help them out and still be able to help this girl out who I'm taking seriously and shit. Like, that's, when I'm in that boat. But women be like, oh, you just using that as an excuse, when I say I really want to be financially stable. Like, they think that's an excuse, but no, that's real life. If a lot of relationships end, marriages end because of money issues. If I can negate that, avoid that shit, why wouldn't I?
And I know for me, I don't even look at it, which is, I mean, this might be kind of blowing me, but when I look at my future and future relationships, I don't even look at it in terms of how I'm providing for the woman. Like, I honestly, I don't care about that much, because my only sole purpose of dealing with this woman is because I want to have the kids. So it's like, I'm getting married and all that because of that, but
and mine,
it could be wrong.
and mine, I feel them, but mine ain't based on like providing, because like I just want the financial security for myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just for myself. I ain't gotta take care of the woman. Like, I hope she have her own job and shit. I hope she got her own job. I hope she making a lot of money and shit. But I just want that financial security of me doing well for myself.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, because that's something I was thinking about when you talk about a woman and talk about how that's, that's selfish.
Yeah.
You gotta ask that question. It's like, what's selfish about security?
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Make it make sense. Because when you talk about we're not just talking about providing for another person. We're talking about family and an extension of family.
Exactly. They don't see it like that. Like a lot of women stop messing with me because I'm not taking them seriously. I ain't fully dating them and shit. We just cooling and kicking it and shit. So that just be the big issue. Oh, you taking too long to commit. I got goals in mind. I need to complete my goal before I commit.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is what I do on our podcast. I play devil's advocate every week. So I think the way somebody can call that selfish is because you're currently putting your personal goals above what you view as a family. Even though you might say, hey, I'm doing this because I want a future family.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you don't reach that point? You're putting your personal goals first. You're saying this is a personal goal of mine for my future family in case I get one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's still your personal goal. It's just you. It's just you with that goal. Nobody else has that goal. Just you.
Yeah.
That's a personal goal. That's what makes it selfish because it's personal. It's for yourself. In case anything else happens.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'd rather risk it on me than anybody else. Like,
That's what makes it selfish.
Yeah, because the reward will be, I feel me, the risk is worth the reward type shit. So I think like this, everything I'm optimistic. I don't think nothing negative and shit. Like, so no matter what I feel like, if I put my mind to the shit, that's what it's going to be. Like, you feel me? I work, like, I got 2 good jobs, work when the fuck I want to type shit. So, like, I just, as a play my guy in my late 20, early 30, like, the shit seemed more feasible. Like, always been a goal and shit, but shit, like, when you on a path and shit naturally align.
Yeah.
Like, I can't have no negative Nancy's around and shit, so.
Well, also you gotta, it's not a negative Nancy necessarily, but it's a woman, because you gotta factor in,
I
we
feel-
have the privilege of being men in this aspect, where we can set the personal goal where it's like, I'm gonna just chase after stuff financially and still be able to create a family at whatever point I want in life. Women don't always have that aspect where it's like, so a lot of them, they gotta kind of choose, okay, do I want to have a big family, or do I want to just go ahead and go on a heavy career?
Yeah.
So do you think not right, like in these times right now, they choosing the career or the family, or
I think so.
They do a lot do and stuff, but a lot don't, because a lot of times,
Like
especially in my mid to late 20s, I was talking to women who were like hitting that 30 point, like the 30-year-old woman and 20-year-old woman is 25,
It's very different.
Yeah,
It is.
because
It's different.
at first, they just having fun, being a free spirit, just fucking off and shit. Then once they be like 30, damn, like, okay, I need to figure this shit out because I want kids, because they eggs are, you never know. So it makes sense, like, they are more on a time limit, so I understand where they're going. So if they start fucking me, you doing it for you, I understand.
Yeah.
But that's still, even though that's not them choosing a career, that's them choosing a personal thing that they want to do. And I think just in general, women are choosing more personal stuff than they used to. So you think, when we were all growing up, 30 years old was a different thing.
Yeah.
30 years old, you wasn't still kicking it,
Yeah, 30 to
you had
40,
a family.
You had a family by
Yeah.
30. You had a family, so now, women, men, everybody's still,
Shit, you got a mortgage.
you 30, you was an adult.
Bro, when I was in high school, I thought, okay, I gotta have a kid by 25.
Yeah.
Or I gotta be married by 25, have a kid by 30. I just thought that's what it was. Like,
In our generation, it's different.
Yeah, we changed that.
Men and women.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Men and women in our generation just changed that stuff completely.
yeah.
And I think they changed it because they understood, well, I have to take care of myself first. Whatever that means.
Mhm.
So it might mean financially.
Whatever that looked like.
Yeah, whatever that
Financially,
is.
mentally.
Might be a free spirit type thing, whatever
Yeah.
it is. It's different for everybody, but so I think all of our men, women, everybody really changed that scenario. So everybody's kind of moving on later. But because of that, like I said, when we get to their 30s, they like, damn, I do have this clock where it's like,
Yeah, that's what they.
It's funny because I know a group. I can like name like 3 or 4 in each group you just said. Free spirit.
Yeah.
Ones that's just career driven, or ones that ready looking for that. You
Yeah.
know? And it's crazy.
Yeah, I really had it always blew my mind when I talked when I was, before I hit 30 and shit, like talking to women like who was just slightly older than me, and they really was like really be ready, like stop fucking with me for it, cause I'm talking to one. We still homies or whatever, but she talking about, okay, I found her, so she want to stop fucking with me. I think I found her one. I'm like, you're gonna be single in a few months and shit. Like it ain't that. Like I didn't want to be a negative person, but like I know niggas. Like okay, you think of course he's a good nigga, but you're gonna be single. We hung out one day and she like, I'm so mad how right you was. I'm like, it's just the way things go. Like niggas. The older we get, women don't realize the ball's in our court. The older we get, it's true. The more it's financially, like, it's a lot of ain't shit niggas out here. So when you fuck, it's a lot of ain't shit niggas out here. So when it's niggas who actually doing decent and good, and then like the older we get, we won't do shit but get better in what the fuck we do, make more money when a bunch of ain't shit niggas. We got a plethora of women to choose from for the most part, like, but I don't want no ancient women, so we gonna figure it out. But it's easier for us to talk to multiple women at a time. Women could do the shit too, and shit, cause they women, everybody they DM, but they get more selective.
I see it the other way though. I feel like the woman is always the ball is always in a woman's court.
But not to take seriously. Hold on. Let me explain. Even from a very young age for women, like girls to young ladies, they have their choice, the pick of the litter.
Right.
Men don't have that. As young boys, they do not have that.
Yeah, you got hit over the head.
So as we get older, I should be very clear. For boys becoming men who actually take that journey, because some niggas just stay the same.
Yes, and that's a fact.
Mm-hmm. Those who decide to take on the journey and become a man, they have more options.
Okay.
But as women get older, it's not like that. Sure, they can have a plethora of men that come around, but chances are they just want to fuck or whatever, just kick it. Not so much to actually commit. Men, on the other hand, they know that they can just have whoever they want. They don't have to commit because they know they have options, because they worked for it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it makes sense, and I think it's fairly accurate. But okay, continue. Yeah, it's accurate. But if your criteria is something that where it's like, okay, I want a woman that can keep up or whatever, then it still shrinks that. Mm-hmm. It shrinks that, who you can talk to. Now, if you just want to be outside and just kicking it, hanging out, then you have that large window of women. Mm-hmm. But if you want to actually find, for me, if I actually want to find that person that you can be serious with, it shrinks that window so small where it does put the ball back in the women's court because it's a small percentage of women.
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
That's where I'm thinking.
Whereas it's like it's not that many ones that can be the one.
Like I could be out here choosing if I wanted to. But
choosing, you can choose. It's a whole.
So now we're going back to that casual versus.
Because that's what we've talked about. I'm like, because you ask me all the time. I'm like, bro, I'm just, you know what I mean? Like,
swear to God, I asked him so many times. One time we were out and he was like, Get you the Symposium podcast coaster.
That's Symposium podcast coaster. My bad. I didn't even.
No.
But no, that's what it is, man. It's like he asks me all the time. He's like, well, what are you looking for? Or like, I'm like, bro, nothing. I'm just.
Cause this it is also an example like what I mean, like the ball in our court. Cause I brought this scenario before, like two dope women, both beautiful, both got good careers. Mm-hmm. Shit, but one might got 2-3 kids, the other one ain't got no kids. If you had to choose one, which one are you choosing?
It's clear.
But that doesn't mean the ball's in your court. Because you can have two women, both fit you, like both, let's say neither one of them have kids. Neither one of them have kids, two women, right? Both attractive.